Okay, so while we're waiting on the weather stripping and the glass to cure up a little bit, we'll go ahead and get started putting our new weather stripping in the main frame of the vent window. And I just want to say that these are year specific. So there is a set for 73 through 80, which is what I have, because my truck's a 77. And then there's a set for 81 through 87. Now, they go together very similarly, but there is a difference. So make sure you order the right parts when you go to order them. One thing I want to note, this is the weather stripping that runs along the inside here. These are top and bottom specific, and the top always has this little kind of flap right there, and that goes inside just like that. And on the bottom it has kind of a little notch thing going right there. So that's the bottom and that's the top, and it's just, you know, it's opposite on the other vent window frame. So we'll go ahead and start getting these installed. Okay, one thing I want to point out before we start putting this weather stripping in, this frame right here is sort of a C channel. It's kind of like that. And if you'll notice here on the weather stripping, you see how it's got kind of the a little catch in there. Hopefully that's showing up pretty well. But that's how it stays adhered to the frame, is you got to get that channel, you got to get this little raised area to fit into that channel, and you will need to persuade it into place. I use a little very small flat bladed screwdriver, and be very careful with it. That's the best tool I found, but you can puncture through. This is just rubber, so if you push too hard, you can puncture through this weather stripping and put a hole in it. So now we'll go ahead and get started putting this in. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. I like to start here up at the top and get my weather stripping wedged in up here at the top. Now you're going to need a lot of patience for this. This is a time-consuming job to get this done right. So I like to start here at the top, and I'm going to use a little bit of glass cleaner, just as really like a lubricant. You can use glass cleaner, you can use soapy water. I would not use any WD-40 or any sort of rust penetrant or liquid wrench or anything like that. It'll leave a residue. This, when it dries, it won't leave a residue. So just kind of give it a quick spray, and we can start sliding our channel, getting it wedged up in there where it needs to be.